Hi, I'm Wellissimo, and I'm celebrating the month of October with a video every single day. Normally, I make writing-related content on this channel, but this month my videos are all about celebrating fall, harvest, and Halloween. If those things are of interest to you, subscribe and come along for the ride. It's video! I've noticed the past couple of days that my library is sorely lacking in spooky books to celebrate the holiday season. So I decided to go to Barnes Nobel and treat myself to a good old-fashioned book haul. Of course, I got a little bit distracted by all the adorable Halloween decor. I love this statue because it always reminds me of my sister and I. She used to read to me when we were little. And as always, I have to scope out the beautiful designed covers of that classic section they always have right in the middle of the store, and say hello to my favorite book of all time, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It was quiet in the store. There were a couple people milling about, but I was really able to slowly go through all the sections and find books that I really wanted to add to my library.
Struggling to find books that sound like they're gonna be super duper cozy and like cute, so I've come to the section that I know will not fail me. The kids section.
I was very successful in my quest. I was at Barnes Noble for about an hour, and if you want to see what I got, stick around.
All right, I have returned from the Barnes Noble with a hefty bag of books to read this month. Now, knowing me, the likelihood that I will actually read all of these this October is low, but that's okay. I gave myself options, and that's what matters. And I supported authors, so it's fine. Time to dig in to what I bought. The first book that I got is one I've been seeing for a couple years. The title always makes me laugh, and that is The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. The idea behind this is it's a group of girls who have all survived massacres, hence they're final girls. It's a classic horror trope. They are all kind of, I think, in therapy together, if I'm reading the back cover correctly, and then one by one they start going missing, and so it's sort of like somebody's targeting the group of final girls. I do believe several of my friends have already read this and maybe potentially have even reviewed it, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch those videos or just reach out to them and see what they thought, so we can compare notes once I dig into this. The next book is, again, one that I've kind of been hearing about, had a title that made me laugh, and just a concept that I think I'm gonna enjoy, and that is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This one, the title is also pretty self-explanatory. Basically, a girl needs a roommate. She moves into a new apartment. Roommate turns out to be a vampire, hijinks and maybe romance ensue. The little back blurb says, "True love is at stake, haha, in this charming debut romantic comedy." I think it's a unique idea and I'm looking forward to reading it. The next two books that I think are probably gonna fall into the same category in terms of like genre and theme and audience are kind of blind date with a book books. The word that described this one was just witches. The word that described this one was haunting. So I'm gonna open them up and see what I got. Starting with witches. I actually kind of wanted to avoid getting adult witchy books since I'm currently writing an adult witchy book. Pray for me that by the time this video has gone up, that book is done, because if it's not, I'm in real trouble. Ooh! Okay, I really like that cover. She's beautiful. I have no idea what this is about. It's not what I was expecting at all. Okay, it's called Slew Foot by Brom. Is that it? Just Brom? Tale of Bewitchery. I don't know if you can see this, but the witch on the broom has cloven hooves. All right, let's read the back blurb. Set in colonial New England, Slew Foot is a tale of magic and mystery, of triumph and terror from acclaimed author and artist Brom. There's an author out there with just one name. I love that. An ancient spirit awakens in a dark wood. The wild folk call him father. Not daddy. Okay, anyway. Slayer, protector. The colonists call him Slewfoot, demon, devil. To Abatha, a recently widowed outcast, lone and vulnerable in her pious village, he is the only one she can turn to for help. Together they ignite a battle between pagan and Puritan, one that threatens to destroy the entire village, leaving nothing but ashes and bloodshed in its wake. This is not at all in the same genre and tone as this, and I'm thrilled. Like, I feel like I'm actually gonna be able to read this one because it is nothing like the witch book I'm writing, which I think is gonna be very similar in tone and genre and audience to this. All right, now we're gonna open up the Haunting book. What if it's just Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson? Oh, that's an interesting cover. It's called The Drowning Kind by Jennifer McMahon. Two sisters, a cursed Vermont house, yes, and a spring-fed pool with a mind of its own, an otherworldly treat. And it's, hello? Okay, so it looks like it's multi-generational, present-day story and a 1920s story. Also, though, a sister's death, which I don't know how that's gonna go with me. Oh my gosh, it literally says, this is the literary descendant of Shirley Jackson, so in a way I was right. The Drowning Kind is a modern-day ghost story that illuminates how the past, though sometimes forgotten, is never really far behind us. Bum, bum, bum! All right, next I'm gonna go in and pull out the more geared towards children books that I picked up. The first one is called Ava Evergreen Semi-Magical Witch by Julie Abe. The back cover describes a coven of witches that on their 13th birthday they have to pass a test in order to keep their magic. And it's fairly simple, but the wrench in the plan is that our main character, I'm assuming Ava, is only semi-magical. So whenever she tries to do a spell, it always kind of comes out weaker than intended or just different than intended. And so she's a little worried that she's gonna have to lose her magic if she doesn't pass the test. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but that's what the back cover said, and that sounds so delightful. I love little practical magic that goes cattywampus. I think stories like that are so completely charming, so I'm actually very excited to read this and probably will read this one of all the ones I got, other than like, okay, spoiler alert, other than the picture books that I bought because I've already read them. This is probably the first one I'm gonna read just because I think it's so cute. The next book, it looks like it's a very similar audience to Ava Evergreen, is the first book in the 13 Witches series by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This one is called The Memory Thief, which I think sounds so interesting. Basically, a little girl who apparently does not have a great relationship with her mom finds a magical book and she's off to the races. She goes on a quest. She has to stop some evil witches. I don't know. It sounds like a good time. The front cover is beautiful. Just seems cozy and fun with stakes that aren't too terrifying. So I think this will be a fun, quick read. Because I was in the children's book section, I also went to the picture books. The first one I picked up, oh my gosh, is called The Halloween Tree for $3 off. Excellent. It's the cutest thing. I've already read it because of course I did. You read it in the store and then you buy the book. It's about a tree that was raised on a Christmas tree farm, but it didn't want to become a Christmas tree because it was kind of grumpy. And then many years later, after the Christmas tree farm has long gone, it was never cut down. It's grown up into this kind of twisted, gnarly, weird looking tree, very grumpy. And then the neighborhood kids start coming and climbing on it in the fall and kind of goes from being grumpy to, maybe I do enjoy all of the joy and laughter that comes with being celebrated, but instead of being a Christmas tree, it's a Halloween tree. And it's so adorable the way that the tree goes from being grumpy to like appreciative of the little kids. Oh my god. It's so cute. The next one should come as no surprise because I'm a level 7 susceptible when it comes to advertising. This one is called Halloween Scare in Colorado, and I just moved to Colorado, so of course I bought this book. It's about a little boy who's very scared of monsters and everything, and on Halloween night he ends up going to a monster ball. And I really enjoy this specifically because, I mean, it doesn't need to be set in Colorado. You could tell this story anywhere. In fact, probably setting it in Colorado probably limits the audience. I don't know if that's true or not, but it feels like it would. But it was super fun to read it and see all the references in both the writing and in the illustrations that reference Colorado and places in this state. All right, the next items that I got, it's actually a box set called, the Witchcraft Box Set. It has 2 books in it, The Green Witch and The House Witch by Erin Murphy Hiscock. I really enjoy books like this with this kind of cover. I'm hoping they'll just have recipes and kind of fun little intentional activities you can do to just add a little bit of magic to one's life. It's looking, yeah, this is a whole section on crystals and their meanings. So I think I hit the jackpot in terms of what I was looking for. Let's look into The House Witch. The energy of food. Yeah, I think I'm gonna really enjoy reading, flipping through these. I think kind of how I visualize it is I'm gonna put these on my coffee table for the month of October, and as I'm sitting and taking a break from work or maybe watching a Halloween movie, I can just casually flip through these and fill them up with post-it notes, annotate them, just to get ideas for how to live life a little bit more intentionally, a little bit more magically. We have arrived at the final item that I acquired at Barnes Noble today, the Hocus Pocus cookbook. I have no idea how long this has been out. I can't believe I have not purchased it. Just can we appreciate the cover? It's like a linen. Okay, ASMR moment here. Beautiful cauldron on the front. This is gonna look so pretty in my cookbook stand. The pictures are of really nice quality, and I was pleasantly surprised by the recipes themselves. I did spend some time flipping through it. A lot of times I'll flip through a cookbook that is based off a form of media, and you can just tell that they're really stretching in terms of some of the recipes, and there are a couple like that in here, but also there are some really funny ones like that are really related to the movie. Like there's one called Shishka Baby. Oh my god, there's something in the back. Hello? It's more recipes. What? Mary's Scrumptious Scrod. Why are these in here? What? Calming Circle Chamomile Slushy? Yum. Got a little extra pocket of recipes. A little recipe pocket. I love that. I'm so confused, but great. And there we go. Those are the, I believe, 10 books that I ended up getting. Well, I guess technically 11 because this is 2 books in 1 box set that I ended up purchasing from Barnes Noble to kind of get my library ready for the spooky season. Let me know in the comments below what books are on your TBR for the month of October and into November if you're still going to be in the spooky mood post-Halloween. Do you prefer to read straight horror? Do you prefer to go more into the literary classics? Do you like to read children's books? Let me know.
Thank you so much for watching another video. Remember, if you like writing, Halloween, or anything in between, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another video. Until then, don't forget to go be happy, go be healthy, and go write. Bye!